WTCC News. My name is Madison. Today is Friday, May 3rd, 2013. Our top story will be coming up in a few minutes. First, let's go to Grant with the weather.
Thanks, Madison. It looks like we are going to have a mild and possibly stormy day today. We will have a 40% chance of precipitation today and a 60% chance of precipitation this evening. Winds coming from southeast at 11 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 63%. UV will be at a 6 today, which is high. The moon phase will be a waning crescent. We will have a high of 71 and an overnight low of 58. Sunrise will be at 5:49 a.m. and sunset will be at 7:37 p.m. That's today's weather. Back to you, Madison.
Thanks, Grant. Now to Lana with today's lunch choices.
Thanks, Madison. First choice is beef pepperoni calzone. Second choice is deli ham and cheese. And third choice is PB&J. Back to you, Madison.
Lana, now this day in history, May 3rd, 1937. Margaret Mitchell won the Pulitzer Prize in Fiction for Gone with the Wind. 1979. Margaret Thatcher became the first woman elected Prime Minister of England. 1986. At the age of 54, legendary horse jockey Bill Shoemaker became the oldest person to win the Kentucky Derby, riding Ferdinand to victory. Now to Emma with the 7 Habits Spotlight.
Thanks, Madison. This week I visited the 7 Habit Lunch. There I found a student named Adriana following this month's habit. She's a first grader. So Anna, how are you following this month's habit, sharpen the saw?
I was staying on task and doing my work, and if we were waiting for a few people, I would occupy my time by reading and writing in my notepad.
Thank you for following this month's habit. And remember, any day, any time, any place, make sure you're following the 7 habits, especially sharpen the saw. And remember, teachers, if you see a child following this month's habit, please let me or Mr. Summers know. We will be watching you.
Thanks, Emma. Now let's see what happened this week in TC Cherry Happenings. Now the joke of the day.
What dog can jump higher than a building?
What?
Any dog. Buildings don't jump. Send us your ideas for jokes, and we'll use the best ones for our show. Send them at WTCC News.
Thanks, Carter and Jeremiah. Now to Grace with today's top story.
Thanks, Madison. K-Prep testing is coming up very soon. It will be over things that we've learned out throughout the year in school. Since this is just such an enormous test, it'll be very difficult to study for. I went to talk to Mr. Twyman to find out some more information about this upcoming test and some good study habits. I'm here with Mr. Twyman. So Mr. Twyman, this week's topic is over K-Prep testing. What is K-Prep testing?
K-Prep testing is a state test that they give our 3rd through 5th graders in elementary school, and then 6th through 8th graders in middle school, and then 9th through 11th grade in high school to measure how well our students have learned over the course of the year.
What is the time period that our school will be taking this K-Prep test?
Our test will be on May 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we'll come back the following Monday and Tuesday and finish up our test. The law says we've got to test 5 days and within the last 10 days of school. So those will be our 5 days of testing, and then the rest of the week will be makeup testing.
What are the sections that each grade level takes?
3rd grade, our 3rd graders will take reading and math. Our 4th graders will take reading, math, science, and then language mechanics, like writing skills test. Then 5th graders take reading, math, social studies, and on-demand testing.
What are some good ways to prepare for this big test?
Well, it is a big test, but it's really hard to talk about doing homework. Can't really do homework for this test. It's really hard to study because it's over stuff that you've learned over the entire school year. So the best thing you can do is eat a good breakfast, get plenty of sleep, so that you're prepared for testing. Because if you come in tired, then it's going to make it really hard for you. Some things that I think are really good to do is whenever you're testing, try to be focused on each individual question. It's going to be a long drawn out days while we're testing. So essentially, you just got to come in and do everything you can to do your best.
Thank you, Mr. Klein.
You're welcome, Grace. Good luck.
Thank you. And remember, students, let's wish our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders to do their best on the test. Also, intermediate students, make sure to eat a nutritious breakfast, have a good night's sleep, and focus on the question that you're on in the K-Prep test. Back to you, Madison.
Thanks, Grace. K-Prep testing begins May 8th. Make sure you are prepared. Teacher Appreciation Week begins Monday. Make sure you show all your teachers appreciation for what they do for us. 5th grade Exchange Day will be on May 20th. The Talent Showcase will be on May 21st at 1 o'clock. WTCC News will be off until after testing. We will see you again in mid-May. Remember to follow us on Twitter at WTCC News. Remember, this month's habit is sharpen the saw. Balance feels best. From all of us here at WTCC News, have a great day. Have a great weekend.